Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, afternoon, or night.
Yes,
one or the other.
One or the other.
Or the other.
Yeah, welcome back to our podcast.
This is a podcast that we are making.
I'm Haley.
That was a very scary introduction of your own name. And I am Tom. Yeah, we're Haley and Tom, and we have started a podcast against all the advice from the universe. And it is called T&H because we don't have anything to call it. And
We just
you know
don't
what? Who cares?
freaking know.
Who cares?
But yeah,
No one cares.
nobody cares.
You don't care. I don't care.
It's all good.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah, all they want to hear are our sweet, sweet voices.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is episode 3. And episode 3 is going to be an interesting one because we have talked through this a couple times already. Yeah. And man, we're just really settling into this quarantine thing. We are boring people right now.
Yeah, it feels very boring.
Yeah.
All the days are just blurring together. I can't remember what we've watched, who we've talked to.
Well, and you haven't slept in like a week.
That's true. I haven't really slept.
Yeah, Haley has insomnia. Insomnia. Mommy, me, my man. Insomnia. And apparently 78% of women experience this at some point during their pregnancy.
Right.
Haley is 23 weeks right now.
Second trimester, yeah. Apparently that's when it really starts to kick in. So yeah, I just don't know what day it is anytime.
I'll wake up and the bed's empty and I'll look down the hallway and Haley's just standing there staring at me.
Yeah, breathing really heavy.
Yeah, with a knife in her hand. 78% of women do this at one point in their pregnancy.
It's totally normal.
No, but she'll go sleep on the couch, and our couch is really comfortable right now. Or right now, like it's changed. I guess it's the same
right.
always.
Well, yeah.
But it is very comfortable, and
it's our first quality couch.
Yeah, we actually made an adult purchase on a couch. Which, I mean, I don't know what quantifies an adult purchase. For us, in our mind, it means something more expensive than the other things that we've purchased in our life that broke down very easily.
Which were thrifted or hand-me-downs.
Yeah, we're like, this one only has one pea stain on it, so we could totally make a bargain on this. Anyway, our couch is very comfortable, and Haley goes to the couch, which means I go to sleep to Haley, and I wake up with a dog licking me in the face, where Haley used to be. And I gotta say, it's not terrible. I'm kidding. It's awful. I miss you. Come back to bed.
I want to, but it's so hard to sleep in that bed right now.
Yeah, well, if anybody has any advice for Haley or for me with her, standing in the hallway with a knife, let us know. And hopefully that can be cured. Because I feel bad that you're not sleeping.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because I really don't like it. Yeah, I've tried the snoogle, if anybody's listening.
That's such a dumb name.
It's a silly name.
It's a dumb name.
Like in theory, it's a really cool thing.
I get the snuggle part, but what is the oogle part?
I have no idea. But
it's a pillow.
It's a pillow in the shape of a lowercase n, basically.
They should call it a snillo.
A snillo. What? I don't know.
What's a oogle?
I don't know.
It's like snuggly Google.
We should ask them. We should write them.
That's too much work.
I know. Never mind. But yeah, I've tried the snoogle, but it was a little too confining for me. So.
But thank you, Maureen, for letting us borrow
thank you. Tommy's sister lent it to me.
Yeah, Maureen, you're the reason she can't sleep right now. So I hope you feel good.
No, I've been trying other ways of sleeping and.
Like upside down, like
upside
a bat.
Down. Yeah, the blood rushing to my head.
Confined in a small space like the refrigerator.
Oh my gosh.
We've tried everything.
We've tried everything.
Yeah, so anyway, Haley hasn't been sleeping a whole lot. So days have been running together for both of us. I mean, for me, just because, to be honest, life has slowed down so much. I don't really know what day. So we played at church on Sunday mornings. And Sunday morning came around and I was like, is it time for me to go to that place that isn't our house?
Do I need to put on pants?
Pants, let alone a tie?
A tie?
Because it was Easter this last
Yeah,
Sunday.
it was Easter.
If you didn't know that, then you're going to hell. So
Oh my God.
that's just the way it is.
Don't listen to him.
No, that's absolutely, gosh, no way. Anyway, yeah. So days are running together. If I wasn't trying to concentrate on life in general, I probably would have totally missed the service. But yeah, so I'm sure that's the same for everybody though right now.
Yeah.
You know, people who are not working on a daily basis, who don't have a hard schedule to follow. I bet it's kind of goofy and weird, just like it is for us. Haley's rubbing her eye right now.
I'm sleepy.
Like a small child. Our dogs are going crazy at the moment also.
The weather is so beautiful right now. It's like, I don't know, high 50s?
Yeah.
Low 60s?
High 50s. They ran around in circles in the morning. We have an interesting little dog who's the oldest one.
Her name is Birdie.
She probably weighs, what do you think, like 10 pounds? Something like that?
She was, last time we went to the vet, she was like 12 pounds. So she,
She's
put on a little,
getting up there.
little weight.
12 pounds means she gained like 20% of her weight.
I know, because she's usually 9.5 to 10 pounds. But she's 7 years old now, so, she's getting up there.
Well, so the other dogs will run around in circles. Ethel and Humphrey will chase each other and play.
Yeah.
And Birdie, apparently that floats Birdie's boat. And she'll stand off on the sidelines and wait for an opportunity to strike. But it's always Ethel. It's never
I know,
Humphrey.
it's never Humphrey. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, by strike, I mean...
Mounting.
Yes. She does a good bit of mounting.
Yeah, I think it's a power play thing for her.
I wonder if they can hear Humphrey breathing
I
right now.
know. He's our biggest dog and
He
the
is
youngest.
Panting heavily at the moment.
He is. We have the back door open, so they're running crazy.
Yeah. So this morning we spent a lot of time out there. Our biggest dog is learning how to play fetch, and it's very cute.
Yeah.
Because he loves to jump into the air for the ball, but he also doesn't have the balance that he always needs, so sometimes he'll just land on his back. He weighs about 60 pounds, so there's a giant thud that comes with it.
Yeah.
He's also run into the tree. He runs into everything.
He does.
He runs full speed around and then just runs straight into stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are our dogs.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened this week? A couple of bad things happened this week. Bill Withers passed away and John Prine passed away. Well, Bill Withers, I guess, about a week and a half ago, but John Prine was, like 3 days ago, something like that. Man, both of those suck big time.
Yeah.
We're big Bill Withers fans. I would say, how do you feel about this? I would say we don't know enough John Prine or enough about John Prine to really speak on John Prine at all.
I'd say, yeah.
But what we have seen in the last, week since he has been in the hospital has been very beautiful, and I can obviously see why people love John Prine. And it doesn't feel with John Prine, it feels very different. It doesn't feel like a love for somebody who's iconic in the way that like a David Bowie was iconic,
right? Yeah,
or Prince when Prince died. It feels more like sort of like a friendship that you feel with the songwriter,
right? Yeah,
his songs are so
it's a little more personal.
Yeah, his writing is really, really great.
It is.
I mean, I don't have to tell you guys that. Yeah. You probably already all know that.
Yeah, you guys probably already know.
But because of how good his writing is and how heartfelt and friendly. What is another good way to put how he writes?
Kind of cheeky.
Cheeky and honest.
Yeah, and honest.
Very like rambling, but
but poignant.
But very poignant. Yeah. Somehow he figured out how to ramble with a point the whole time.
Yeah.
There was that song we listened to this morning. We watched like Stephen Colbert and him do a thing in 2016, and there's a line in it, "Naked as the eyes of a clown."
Yeah.
And I can't get that out of my head.
Yeah.
I will never write a line that's that good.
I know, never. Me neither.
That is such a good line. Anyway. So both of them died recently, and that's very, very sad. Haley and I are both in bands. We play a lot of Bill Withers when we do our shows as cover songs. So, just some sad news from the COVID stuff. Some good news from the COVID stuff. We met some neighbors last night while watching Sex Education, which is a hilarious show.
Yeah.
No children are allowed to watch that show.
Yes, please, no.
At all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's shockingly informative. really funny,
and very heartfelt at the
super
same time.
heartfelt. The character development is awesome.
I know all the characters are so strong.
It's the exact opposite of Tiger King.
It's
all
the
of them have
opposite.
redemptive qualities to them as
All
the
of
show
them.
goes along.
Yeah, as opposed to in Tiger King, none of them have.
They're just all just
redemptive
flaming
qualities.
balls of burning terribleness in that show.
But it's so sad just because
Which one?
events. Well, Tiger King, because the events in their lives paved the way for them to become who they were, and it's just sad.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so sad.
I feel like these people were in situations where, their best possible outcome would have been a terribly difficult thing to get to.
Right. Yeah.
I still can't believe all the stuff that happened in Tiger King.
I know.
Haley and I watched the first episode, and we were like, "Nah,
yeah.
this is too real."
Yeah.
Too real and too terrible.
Too terrible.
These
yeah.
people, these poor,
a lot of
these
anxiety for us because we both can't really handle when people are train wrecks and they keep doing things to make the train wreck
We
worse.
can't handle it when it's a show that's being written by somebody else for people to play these characters
right.
to do that.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah.
Let alone a real life situation.
A real life situation.
I mean, it just kept getting worse.
Yeah.
And worse, and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the culmination of everything. The one that really got me, that I can't even fathom how this is possible. But the kid who is the gun salesman at Walmart who becomes his campaign manager.
Oh, right. Yeah.
When
he's like the most sound.
The guy shoots himself in the head in the
oh my
office.
Gosh, I know.
And he witnesses it in person.
Are we giving too much away if people want to watch it, though?
I mean, I'm sure all of America has watched Tiger King
I'm pretty
at this
sure
point.
everybody has.
But then he goes back and continues to work for the guy.
I know how he did. I don't know how he did.
In the same room where a guy shot himself in the head.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, look, Joe Exotic must have obviously has serious pull over people. But that goes to a level that I mean, that's cult status. That's
100%.
100% cult status.
All of those guys, cults.
The amount of codependency in that show is insane to me.
Ugh, makes my chest tighten up.
Anyway, back to Sex Education. Much better, not versions.
No, it's not even comparable. Comparable.
It's a great show.
It's way different. It's in its own league, but yeah, it's really great. Check it out. Scully is in it.
Ooh, and she looks phenomenal.
I know. I want to know what she eats. I want to know her skincare routine. Yeah.
My gosh.
All of it.
She eats broccoli and water.
And
that's it.
Probably.
But it's like coming of age, people finding their sexual orientation through the lens of high schoolers in a smaller town in England. And it's sweet. It's romantic. It's engaging.
Yeah.
It's informative.
Yeah, very informative.
And it's lovingly open about everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Almost like you wish the world was like this.
Yeah.
Kind of, you wish the world was much more like this as opposed to how it is. And so yeah, give it a watch. It's really, really good. It was recommended to me. If you're an adult, yeah. It was recommended to me by somebody from England, actually. And yeah, it's really good. Also, Netflix has been trying to get us to watch it for months now.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah, 2 seasons of greatness.
We kept putting it off because we thought, it's just going to be, the jokes that, you would think come with.
Yeah, like low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit. And
but no, yeah.
There is a little bit of it, but not too much.
Yeah, most of it's through the lens of like a therapist's type of view.
Yeah.
So
which is really great.
Check it out. Anyway, we were watching it the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. And we got a knock on the door.
The dogs went crazy.
They did. They went totally insane, as they normally do.
They always do.
Lo and behold, our neighbors are standing outside.
Yeah, four of our neighbors. One whom we had met because their dog gets out a lot,
And we get to chase it around
we
the
get to
neighborhood.
chase him around. His name is
really
Monty.
cute.
He's
It's
a boxer.
Really cute. He's a really cute dog.
He's a really cute dog.
And we never catch him. He always just we always kind of corral him, and then he runs back into the
her
house.
Yeah. But they came over and they brought us a lemon bundt cake.
Yeah, for
or
Easter.
lemon pound cake.
Yeah. Yeah, they were walking around the neighborhood drinking margaritas and giving people bundt cake last night. That's now if that's not the American dream, I don't know what is.
I know.
Yeah. So two of them are getting married,
Mm-hmm.
and they live in the house, I guess, down kind of
kind of catty corner from us. Yeah.
And Birdie lives on our street, and her daughter
Bianca. Yeah.
And her daughter Bianca knows Steven because they work at Chase together. Is that right? And Chase is marrying Blake. And Chase is marrying Blake. Steven is marrying Blake.
Yeah.
And Steven and Blake are getting married in March of next year, hopefully. We'll see how everything goes with this whole situation.
Yeah.
But what they said almost made me cry.
Yeah.
Which everything, again, I'm the most emotional human being ever since Haley got pregnant.
Yeah.
So, but this one really got me. There's a lot in the world right now that's represented, like humans are represented pretty poorly on the news most of the time. I wouldn't say there's a ton of great news about how great human beings are being to each other. Or at least you got to go find it. This was so sweet, just out of the blue. They were talking about their wedding in Montrose, which is a neighborhood here in Houston. They're opening an old folks care home for the LGBTQ community, and I guess it's a new thing. It needs some funding, and they were saying instead of getting gifts for their wedding or money for their honeymoon, which is like we got money for our honeymoon, basically. They're taking donations for this care home,
right?
And the reason they said it was so sweet, it was so sweit.
They said because if those people hadn't come out and existed, these older folks, then they wouldn't be able to be who they are today or, get married. Yeah. Which is just so sweet.
Talk about paying it forward, man. That's too cool.
It's way cool.
Too cool.
Yeah.
Stephen, Blake, you guys are amazing.
Yeah.
We have some great neighbors over here.
We're very excited for you guys.
Yeah. So that's a bit of good news. Amazing people bearing bundt cakes to people on Easter.
Yeah. And they kept their distance. They were socially distant.
Oh, yeah, they're real sweet about it. Yeah. They knocked on the door, and when I opened it up, they all kind of sprang back.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry, we're not going to touch you.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
In this time.
Yeah, I hope everybody's hanging in there.
Oh, speaking of humans doing great things, our friend made us masks.
Oh, yeah. Our friend Lindsay made us masks that are very cool.
Yeah, I sort of look like Hannibal Lecter with one on.
It's pretty awesome.
But like a sexy Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, but like a mid-century.
Was Hannibal Lecter sexy?
No.
You don't think so?
Not his character.
I didn't like his personality. He has really nice eyes, but his personality just wasn't there for me.
Wasn't doing it for me.
I mean, maybe if he had more abs, I might think about eating humans with him, but I don't know. Well, so anyway, the mask she made is this like really cool sort of mustard color, and I think we talked last time about how when I went to the grocery stores, it was like I was going into a war zone.
Oh, right, and I gave you a dishcloth.
Yeah, so I guess she listened to this and then made us so sweet.
Yeah.
And so,
thanks, Lynn.
she's making them. If you guys need some, go to her. I think her Instagram is Tiny Taupe. Is that right?
Tiny Taupe, and then she also has an Instagram.
Needful
Things.
Yeah.
Which she sells like mid-century housewares, and now she's doing a lot of furniture stuff, which is so cool. So y'all should check her out.
Yeah, her furniture stuff is awesome.
Yeah. So yes, it's called Needful Things, and it's spelled Need as in dog, FULTINGS.
Way to go!
Thank you.
Way to go!
I feel like I just won the spelling bee.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Linz.
Yeah.
That really helped on the grocery run.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like what is this about? We're about 2 months in now or something like that. Or a month in? Oh, I don't even know anymore.
I don't know. Is it week 4?
Who cares?
Oh, who knows?
But we got to do a live stream 2 days ago.
2 days ago,
something like that. That was a lot of fun. I think we should mention that real quick.
Yes,
just
definitely.
because the Houston Music Foundation is something that Rachel and Mark Austin have started, and they need donations.
Yes, and what Houston Music Foundation is it's an organization dedicated to funding Houston musicians who rely on live gigs as their main source of income, and they help them out.
They do.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It really is awesome. And all you got to do if you need help is apply for help, and all you have to do to donate is go to HoustonMusicFoundation.org and donate.
Yeah.
There's a little button. You just click it.
It's awesome.
And they'll take your money.
Yeah.
So we played for St. Arnold's on a live stream. St. Arnold's let us use their platform so that we could get more viewers. And it was a lot of fun. I did feel like a grandpa because I didn't know what I was doing with the live stream.
Yeah.
Me
neither.
I had to restart it a couple times because I couldn't get it from portrait to landscape. And
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went live. I was like sideways, and then I was looking at the camera sideways with my face really close to the screen. I was like, oh, I'm going to try and restart it now because I can't go from portrait to landscape. This layout's just real confusing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but we had a lot of people coming and view. It was really fun.
Yeah.
We might do some more of those live stream things later. I don't know.
And St. Arnold's Brewery was so wonderful to host.
Oh, yeah.
To sponsor. So we were able to sell. They have a new beer called Headliner.
It's good.
Yeah, it smells really good. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sponsored it. So the sales through this past Sunday, if you bought Headliner beer, 50% went to the foundation, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, so many good things.
I know.
So anyway, take heart. There are good things happening out there right now. And I'm sure there's good things happening in your homes. Like, for Haley and I, this has been so fun to be able to spend this much time together.
Yeah.
And we haven't gone crazy yet.
We haven't gone crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there are days where we've both been sad or,
Yeah, it's sort of like some days you feel like you have a hangover from like the previous day where you felt really good. And then, and then your mind gets kind of lost in a world of, the what ifs and all the worries. And, but then it's just so funny because I feel like this has been a crash course lesson in just being present.
Yeah.
Staying in a moment.
So, which is really great because I feel like, our schedules were packed before COVID hit.
We were doing like gigs, work.
We were recording. We were in the studio for 2 weeks.
Oh, my Lord. There were times where we had stuff every day until 5 o'clock and then every night until 10, 11, 1. I skipped an hour in there, but, like really late in the evening for like, 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And we just overpacked ourselves. And I think it's taken about a month for us to kind of calm down.
To come out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we were really worked up, and it was always we were like, okay, this week is down. All right, let's start the next week. Okay.
I feel so much healthier right now.
I do too.
Like and just mentally healthier.
Mentally healthier, me too. I feel way less clouded. We're going on long walks a lot.
The amount of pressure that I used to put on myself to be there. Wherever there was, and be really good at being there.
We're really bad at saying no to things.
Yeah, I love pleasing people.
I do too.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
It gives you a sense of belonging, and it gives you a sense of
fulfillment
and being important to people is a good feeling. And being good for people is a good thing, but man, not at the expense of your own mental health.
Yeah,
I'm learning here. But so we've learned a lot over the last month about ourselves, and wow, this is a therapy session now.
Wow, I know. I was not expecting.
I wasn't expecting this either.
This way.
Anyway, if you need if you need to talk, call a therapist. Don't talk to us.
Don't talk to us.
Yeah, we're crazy. Anyway, hey, it's been a fun time. And this is episode 3 again. Again, this is mostly just for friends, family, whoever.
Yeah.
And so if you enjoyed it, you can, I guess you can subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is the only place it exists.
Right.
The only place it will exist.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, we might have an episode 4 too.
Yeah.
Coming down the
Who
line.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, if something interesting happens,
We'll see.
we'll let you guys
I mean, anyway, we love you guys a ton.
Yeah, I love y'all. Thanks
see you
for
later.
tuning in.
Bye.